You are standing just meters away from the gates of hell. Not a hell of fire, but of stone. A hole in a rock in the middle of Turkey. It does not look like much, just a narrow entrance. But behind this entrance, there is an entire world, 18 levels underground. A city that could house 20,000 people. But that is not why we are here. We are here because we have evidence that this city is not just a shelter. It is a machine, built by the same engineers who built the Zaka Plateau, with the same technology, for the same purpose. Today, we begin Season 2 of Ancient Echoes, and we are going down together into the bowels of the earth, so you can see with your own eyes the proof that the lost civilization did not die. It just went underground. In 1963, a simple Turkish man was leaning against the wall in his home. He was trying to renovate his basement. He grabbed a hammer and he struck the wall. Suddenly, the wall collapsed, and behind it there was no dirt. There was a tunnel, a narrow, dark passage sloping downward. The man grabbed a lamp and descended, and he walked. And he walked, and he discovered what he could never have imagined. Level after level, room after room, an entire city beneath his house. Derinkuyu, the city the world forgot. But the question is not who built it. The question is, how did the builders know to dig 18 levels without anything collapsing? How did they design a ventilation system that supplies 20,000 people with air? The answer: because they were not primitive. They were genius engineers. Let us examine the design. Derinkuyu is not just random digging, it is a planned city. Level 1, animal stables. Level 2, kitchens and storerooms. Level 3, schools and meeting rooms. The deeper you go, the more privacy and security increase. But the genius is not in the layout. The genius is in the ventilation. 50 vertical ventilation shafts, extending from the surface to the deepest point. These shafts do not just supply air. They create controlled air currents. The temperature is constant on every level, 13 degrees Celsius, summer and winter, for 3,000 years. How? They used a physics principle called the Venturi effect. Narrowing the ventilation openings at specific points increases air speed and cools the entire city. This requires advanced knowledge of aerodynamics, knowledge that did not exist in the Iron Age. But ventilation was just the beginning. When scientists started measuring the acoustic frequencies inside the ventilation shafts, they discovered something shocking. These shafts do not just carry air, they carry sound and amplify it. When the wind blows over the ventilation openings on the surface, infrasonic frequencies are generated. These frequencies travel through the shafts to every level. The recorded frequency, 19 Hertz. Below the range of human hearing, but it shakes bones. It shakes walls. It shakes the earth. Where have we heard this frequency before? In the Osiris Shaft, in the King's Chamber, in the Great Pyramid. The same frequency, the same voice of Mother Earth. An entire underground city functioning as a giant musical instrument, or as an energy machine. Why would anyone build a city underground? The official history says, to hide from invaders. But this makes no sense. Derinkuyu could house 20,000 people, with their animals, with food stores to last for years. This is not a temporary shelter. It is designed for permanent life. And there is a puzzling question. Why does an underground city need massive stone doors weighing a ton that open and close only from the inside? These doors are not for repelling invaders. They are for repelling something else, something they feared more than armies. What? Perhaps nothing. Perhaps the doors were designed not to keep things out, but to keep things in, to prevent the acoustic frequencies from escaping, to preserve the energy inside the city, like preserving sound inside a sealed concert hall. The doors are not for protection, they are for acoustic insulation. Derinkuyu is not alone, it is connected. Secret tunnels have been discovered extending from Derinkuyu to another underground city 9 kilometers away, Kaymakli. The tunnel is wide enough for 3 people to walk side by side, and it is not the only one. There is an entire network of tunnels under Cappadocia. Some have not yet been explored. Some lead to chambers sealed with stone doors that have not been opened for millennia. Where do they lead? Nobody knows. But if we remember the tunnel network beneath Giza, we will understand. This is the Turkish version of the neural network. An underground city connected to other cities. Exactly as Giza was connected to Abydos, the same design, the same purpose, a different continent. There is a strange detail. On the lower levels of Derinkuyu, behind the sealed stone doors, the early explorers found something they did not expect. Granite blocks, not the local volcanic limestone. Granite. Granite does not naturally exist in Cappadocia. It was brought from somewhere else. From where? From quarries hundreds of kilometers away. Why? Because granite is the heart of the lost technology. Because it is piezoelectric. Because it is the only material that can convert mechanical pressure into electricity. The builders of Derinkuyu did not just build a city, they built a power plant, and the granite is our proof. The same granite we saw at Giza, in the Osiris Shaft, in the Osiris, in Bosnia, and now in Derinkuyu. The Turkish authorities have closed the lower levels, officially to protect visitors. But the truth is, they do not know what is down there. Levels 10 through 18 have not been fully explored. In 2014, a team from Istanbul University tried to get permission to excavate level 15, denied. In 2019, a documentary channel attempted to film the lower levels, stopped. Why? What is hiding there? If the rest of Derinkuyu is designed as a machine, then the lower levels may contain the engine room, the heart of the machine, the place where the acoustic frequencies are converted into energy, the place where the real granite blocks are located, and we cannot see it. Let us compare Derinkuyu to the Giza Plateau. At Giza, pyramids above ground, chambers underground, the Osiris Shaft in the center. At Derinkuyu, there are no pyramids above ground. But wait, what if the pyramids were there, but they collapsed, or were buried, or were never built? Perhaps the builders of Derinkuyu decided to put everything underground. Why? Because they were in an emergency. After the flood, there was no time to build grand pyramids. They needed an efficient machine, quick to build, protected from catastrophes. Derinkuyu is the emergency version of the Giza machine. The field version, the version the survivors built in a hurry, but it still carries the same engineering genes. What was the true purpose of Derinkuyu? If it was a machine, what did it do? The most accepted theory. It was a station for generating and distributing acoustic energy. Energy that powered ultrasonic tools. Energy that purified air and water. Energy that perhaps healed diseases. Remember, the acoustic frequencies emitted by Derinkuyu are 19 Hertz. This frequency, scientists have proven, stimulates collagen production in the body. It accelerates wound healing. It reduces inflammation. Was Derinkuyu a hospital? A center for acoustic healing? Ask yourselves. If the world above ground had been destroyed by a flood, would humanity not need hospitals, centers for recovery? Derinkuyu was not a city. It was a lifeboat. And now, it is a tomb that holds the secrets of the survivors. What happened to them? Why did they abandon Derinkuyu? Nobody knows exactly. But there is a theory. At some point, the air stopped. The ventilation shafts collapsed. Perhaps because of an earthquake. Perhaps because of neglect. Suddenly, the city turned from a safe haven into a deadly trap. People suffocated, or they fled. In their haste, they closed the stone doors behind them, not to protect the city, but to trap something inside, something that had gone out of control. The machine failed, and those on the lower levels died. That is why they were sealed, not to keep us out, but to keep something in. Derinkuyu sends us the same message as Giza, Abydos, and Chevan. We were here. We built this, we survived the end, then we fell. Do not repeat our mistakes. This message is not just words. It is carved in stone, in granite, in the frequencies that still whisper in the darkness. We, in Season 2, will listen to this whisper, and we will follow its sound, from Turkey to Peru, from Peru to Bosnia, from Bosnia to China. We will complete the map we started, and we will prove that our ancestors were more advanced than we were told, and that human history is not a story of gradual progress, but a story of rise, fall, forgetting, and then remembering. In the upcoming episodes of Season 2, we will go to Kaymakli, the sister city connected to Derinkuyu by a secret tunnel. We will return to Chavan de Huantar in Peru to see more evidence of ultrasonic technology. We will descend again into the Bosnian tunnels and try to reach the sealed chambers. We will attempt to obtain new images of the White Pyramids in China. And finally, we will try to answer the biggest question. Where is the capital? Where is the original city built before the flood? This journey cannot be complete without you. You are the ones who discover with us. You are the ones who ask. You are the ones who share this knowledge. The more of you there are, the greater our impact. The more we can pressure governments to open closed sites. The more we can fund real exploratory expeditions. This is not just a YouTube channel. This is a community of truth seekers. And you are one of them. Subscribe, hit the bell, tell your friends, share this video, because together we will change history. We are now on the 5th level of Derinkuyu. The air is cold, the sound is muffled, darkness surrounds us, but we are not afraid. We are excited. Because we know we are walking in the footsteps of giants, the builders of the ancient world, who built structures beyond imagination, then vanished, leaving us this puzzle. And this puzzle, piece by piece, is beginning to unravel. Season 2 of Ancient Echoes has begun, and we are inside now, literally, underground, inside the machine, and we will stay here until we discover everything.